Right, so we are live for the YouTube stuff. What you people can do is you people right. So we are live for the you people can write the thing in comment section and I will take your questions. I will answer it. Just in 5 minutes, I will be looking there. Let me share the links on all of my groups. The live was supposed to be on my Hindi channel, but somehow I was not able to figure it out how to do it on the Hindi channel. So for that reason, we are doing it on the English channel itself. And the first few minutes, the 15-20 minutes in the starting, I'm going to do it. You do a normal analysis of Jupiter with respect to the 12 signs. And after that, we'll go at the results. Right, few minutes, 15-20 minutes in the starting. So, first of all, in astrology, Jupiter is taken as one of the most important planets. And its transit is very important and compulsory, to be very honest with you. The transit results are not given much importance as compared to the other things in astrology. But of the complete astrological techniques, transit cover 20%. And 20% is quite a good number, to be very honest with you. Right. So, generally, astrology deals with the effect of how to see events. And to see the events, the transit of Jupiter for good results and the transit of Saturn for bad results is taken very prominently. I can make a video on what will be the result for transit for Aries, what will be the result for the transit for Taurus, what will be the result for transit for Gemini. But that will be something very normal. It is not even predictive in nature. And such type of astrology is just wasting your time. It is not serious astrology. In a serious astrology, to see transit, I will give you 5 techniques right now in the starting. And then we will go on and take the questions from the live chat. First important issue. In astrology, there is something in classical astrology that is activation of events through transit. Those who are going under Jupiter Dasha, Antra Dasha, for them this transit is very important and compulsory. Generally in astrology, the result of transit of the Dasha Lord and Antra Dasha Lord is very crucial. It is said that when Dasha Lord transits his exaltation sign, good results happen. When Dasha Lord transits his debilitation sign, an enemy sign, malefic sign, bad results happen. So those who are under Jupiter Dasha, Antardasha, for them, this transit of Jupiter into Capricorn is bad, as the Dasha Lord is afflicted. It is quite afflicted being in the debilitation sign, although also afflicted because being in Saturn. Right? There are two types of affliction. So those going under Jupiter Dasha, Antardasha, whichever house Jupiter owns in your horoscope, whichever house he is situated in, and whichever planet he aspects, you are going to face bad results related to the signification of those planets. If you are going under Jupiter Dasha, Antardasha, that is the first thing to see. That is the first thing to analyze. First technique. The second technique in astrology, you have to check the D9 position of planets. You have to check the D9 position of planets. And if Jupiter is transiting in trine to the planets in Navamsha, good results are supposed to happen. This is the second technique. Let me take the question of Bharat. So Bharat gives us his detail. That is July 1st, 1985, 11:10 a.m. Jabalpur. Here is the chart that you can see. His question is that he is going through job issues. He is forced to resign. He is having false allegations, and he is looking for a job in a big institution or in a big business. He wants a suggestion for a different job. However, we are only concerned with the transit of Jupiter. I will explain how we have to see Jupiter with respect to this topic. Right now, Jupiter is in Capricorn, which will be in trine to Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Looking at the D9 chart that you can see in this middle portion, there is Venus in Capricorn and Mercury in Virgo. So this person in this transit is going to get good results in the significations of Venus and Mercury. The good results will be related to natural significations of this planet and acquired significations of this planet. Acquired significations are the lordship, etc. Right? So Venus, being the karaka for wife, love, relationship, spouse, Jupiter transiting over this Venus tells us that this person will have good results related to spouse. He can meet his spouse, can have a new relationship. If he is looking to get married, this is the good time he can get married. Or if he is already married, this will be good time for the relationship. Now, what time is good? This is an important question. And now I'm going to give you a big secret. Very big secret. Jupiter's transit is for 1 year. And if I am saying that there is good result of Venus will come, you can ask me what time good result of Venus will come. For that, try to understand something. A sign is divided into 4 portions of 7 degrees 30 minutes each. So first portion will be 0 to 7:30. Another portion will be 7:30 to 15. The third portion will be 15 to 20 to 30. And the last section will be 20 to 30 to 30 degrees. Now the first portion, 0 degree to 7:30 degree, will give an obstruction to the last portion of 20 to 30 degrees to 30 degrees. And the middle portion of 7:30 to 15 will give an obstruction to the third portion of 15 to 20 to 30. Now Venus in the chart of this person, as you can see, is in 0 degree Taurus 12 minutes. So when he will meet his spouse, this is in the first portion. And the first portion is blocked by the fourth portion. So when Jupiter in transit will cross the 22 degree 30 minutes mark, when Jupiter in transit will cross the 22 degree 30 minutes mark, at that time, this person will get the result related to Venus. Considering Jupiter, if you look at the degrees of Jupiter, by March 2021, Jupiter will be in 26 degrees Capricorn. So we should say that by the starting of March, the result of Jupiter with respect to Venus will start coming. And after March, he can meet his spouse, he can get married, or good result in related to his marital life will come. As Venus is the Karka for wife. Venus is also the Karka for luxuries, so that time will be good for him to acquire luxuries. Venus is also the Karka for comforts, so that time will be the time when he will be very much comfortable. Right? And because, right, that time will also give him comforts, luxuries, happiness, and will also give results related to the wife. In D1 chart, Venus is the lord of the 9th house, situated in the 9th house. So at that time, after March 2021, he will also become fortunate. He will have good results related to his fortune. 9th house also indicates father. He will have good results related to his father. His father can give him money. His father can have promotions in life. Along with this, Venus is also the lord of the 2nd house. So he may get married, get a new member in his family. If he is planning for child, he can also get children, because 2nd house indicates family. He will also get wealth, financial success, and will also gain through his savings, and can also make new savings, as Venus is the lord of the 2nd house. This is the technique number 2 and 3. Also in the same chart, you can see that Mercury is at 7 degrees 48 minutes. That he have already crossed the 7 degree 30 minutes mark. So the result of Mercury will come when Jupiter crosses the 15 degrees mark. Jupiter will cross the 15 degree mark by January. So from January to March, he will get the result of Mercury. And Mercury is the lord of the 10th house and the ascendant, situated in the 11th house. So from January to March, your problem related to profession will get solved. As it is situated in the 11th house, which indicates gains, between January to March, you will gain a new job. As 11th house indicates finances, the new job will be financially rewarding. It will give you more power and more money as compared to the current job. It will also lead to rise in status. Status is indicated by the 11th house. It will also give you recognition. 10th house indicates recognition. It will give you fulfillment of all wishes and desires. That is indicated by the 11th house. It will also give you good income and gains, indicated by the 11th house. If you are suffering from any health problems, that health problems will also be cured. Health problems are indicated by the ascendant. And also you will enjoy in life, because enjoyment is indicated by the 1st house. So the real result of the Jupiter transit for this person named Bharat will start from January and will go up to May, go up to the end of the Jupiter transit, right? So for this person Bharat, the real transit of Jupiter happens after January. Up to January, in November, December, these 2 months, he is not going to have any good or prominent results of the Jupiter transit. This is the way we should analyze. So what was the first technique? The first technique was to check The first technique was to check if you are going under the Dashantar Dasha of Jupiter. And if you are going under the Dashantar Dasha of Jupiter, then Jupiter being debilitated in the sign is very bad. However, to even make it more minute further, you should check the results of the Navamsha also. Like for the first 2 degree 30 minutes, Jupiter will be debilitated as well as will be in Capricorn Navamsha as well. So first 2 degree 30 minutes until and unless Jupiter crosses the 2 degree 30 minutes, the transit will be bad as it is debilitated, but will also give you fame, recognition, etc. as it is Vargottam. So you can be famous for some wrongdoings or you can have ill fame because it is giving bad results as well as fame. After crossing the 2 degree 30 minutes to the 6 degree 40 minutes, Jupiter will be debilitated in D1, but will be in Capricorn in D9. That time will be really terrible because it will be debilitated in D1 and there will be no cure for the debilitation in D9. In the third portion from the degrees of Jupiter between 6 degree 40 minutes to 10 degrees, in that scenario, Jupiter will come out of this debilitation point and in Navamsha will be in Aries. So the results related to Aries, whichever house Aries is situated in your D1, etc., that result will come. Accordingly, you have to judge the transit. This is the first technique. The second technique is to check the signs Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus in D9. And any planet, when situated in those D9s, the results of that planet, the result coming from the natural signification of that planet, the result coming from house lordship of that planet, and the result coming from the placement of that planet in D1 will come to fructify. The third technique was to check the division of planet between 0 degree to 7 degree 30 minutes, 0 degree 7 degree 30 minutes to 15 degrees, 15 degrees to 22 degree 30 minutes, and from 22 degree 30 minutes to 30 degrees. And based on the degreecal transit of Jupiter, you can decide exactly at which given point of time the real result of the transit for that person will start. Right? The last technique. Oh, I told you for 5 techniques, right? The fourth technique, Jupiter being a benefic planet, its transit into Kendra 14710, Kona 59, and second house and 11th house is good. Whereas Jupiter's transit into the second house, 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house is bad. You have to check the transit of Jupiter from the ascendant, from the moon, and from the Arur Lagna. If the transit is good from the ascendant, it will give you bodily comforts. If it is bad from the ascendant, it will give you bodily miseries. You will have to travel a lot, will have to take anxiety and physical stress for things to happen. If the transit is good from the moon, then it will give you mental satisfaction and happiness. Mental satisfaction and happiness in a human's life is very much related to relationships, etc. So transit from moon is very crucial for things happening in your personal life. Marriage, relationships, relationship with brothers and sisters, relationship with mother, father, siblings, etc. Right? The transit from moon is very crucial to judge the events of the personal life. Right? You cannot underestimate moon. Moon is very, very important. So if it is a good transit from the moon, the results related to the personal life, marriage, relationship, mother, father, brothers, etc. is good. Whereas when the transit is bad from moon, the results related to marriage, spouse, brothers and sisters, siblings, parents are bad. The third thing is Arur Lagna, and according to Gemini astrology, Arur Lagna rules over Raja Yoga. So as moon signifies personal life. Arudha Lagna indicates the professional life. Arudha Lagna indicates the Raj Yoga. So when Jupiter is transiting in a good sign from Arudha Lagna, it gives you good result related to social status, profession, your image in the society, success, etc. But when Jupiter is transiting in a bad sign from Arudha Lagna, good signs and bad signs, I have already told you, right? When Jupiter is transiting in a bad sign from Arudha Lagna, in that scenario, there will be bad results related to name, fame, status, profession, success, etc. This is the fourth technique. And the fifth technique is you have to check the Ashtakavarga, the Bhinna Ashtakavarga of the sign in the Ashtakavarga of Jupiter. If the sign Capricorn in your Bhinna Ashtakavarga of Jupiter is having less than 4 points, the transit of Jupiter is going to be very bad for you. And whichever house Capricorn is situated in that house, you will face miseries and obstacles. Whereas if in the Bhinna Ashtakavarga of Jupiter, the sign Capricorn is having more than 4 points, then whichever house Jupiter is transiting in, whichever house Jupiter aspects, whichever planet Jupiter aspects, you will have good results and blessings related to the signification of those houses. For an example, let me go to the chart of Sumit Kumar. Who is born on April 10th, 1975 at 9:20 a.m. in Kathmandu, Nepal. He says that he is jobless since April 2018, need to know further life directions. When you look at his chart, you see in the Bhinnashtak Varga of Jupiter, that is right here, in Capricorn, which is in the 9th house here, he is having 6 points. 6 point is good. It is more than 4. And that is the 9th house. So this transit of Jupiter. For you, Sumit Kumar, this transit of Jupiter is good. As he is transiting 9th house, which is having more than 6 point, you will feel fortunate. Your problems in the profession will go away. Luck will support you. You will get new chances. You will get new selections. You will get new opportunities in life. Luck will favor you. And you will have good amount of money, good amount of success, and good amount of happiness in this transit. Along with this, Jupiter will be aspecting your Venus. That is the ascendant lord in the ascendant. So health problems, if you are having any, that health problems will also go. You will have success, name, fame. People will recognize you. Also, if you are looking to get married, you can get married, or if you are already married, there will be good relationship related to your spouse. If you are looking for someone else, if you are looking for a second marriage, that can also come, right? Jupiter is also aspecting the 5th house. So if you are planning to have a child, if you are planning to have a child, or if you are planning to do some studies or further advance your educational your educational knowledge, or if you want to further advance your educational qualifications, this is a good time to do that. The Jupiter also aspects your Ketu. That will also give the result of Mars, as Ketu is aspected by Mars. And Mars being the 7th lord and the 12th lord, at this time your expenses will be under control. It is also a good time to invest money into something. This is a positive result of the 12th house. 12th house indicates expenditure loss. When 12th house is good, person spends his money into investment, which gives him a good result. Right? So this time is a very good time for you to invest money here and there. That can also lead to results. Your expenditure will be under control. You will spend into good things. And specifically, because Jupiter is Jupiter is aspecting Venus, as well as Jupiter is also influencing the seventh Lord Mars by his indirectly influencing the seventh Lord Mars by his aspect over Ketu. This is a very good time for marriage if you want to get married, or this is a very good time for your marital life if you are already married. Right? This way you should use the Ashtamangala technique. Right? Let me take more questions. Prakash Tripathi ji, your birth chart needs some rectification. So let me wait for the rectification to happen. So then, so that you can have, so that we can look at your chart. Right. Let me wait for that rectification to happen first. Brijesh Tiwari is saying that I'm looking handsome. Thank you, Brijesh ji. All the blessings of Libra. Saurabh Gupta is asking that Jupiter over Mercury in 10th, also Rahu in 6th in Virgo in natal. Saurabh ji, Jupiter, first of all, you should use these 5 techniques to decide what will actually happen. Without considering these 5 techniques, you cannot actually assess how the transit will go. Anyone teaching you anything other than these 5 techniques is fooling you. Right? So use these 5 techniques first of all. Specifically, I will say that Jupiter in the transit going over Mercury and influencing Rahu shall give you the result of the conjunction between Mercury Rahu. The conjunction between Mercury Rahu is technically good and bad both. It gives you gain through your voice. It gives you gain through your speech. It is a combination for people writing long theses or long speeches. It is a combination that makes someone a good speaker. It technically indicates someone who can lure people or sell people something after influencing him by his speech. It does indicate that you can, it is a good combination for a salesman, right? So this is an indicative of that application of intelligence in your profession. Convincing people to do something, buy something, purchase something, and luring people to do something for your benefit. And good results from these things is something that you are going to experience in this Jupiter transit. Trivikram Acharya is asking that Jupiter is transiting through Capricorn, Arud Lagna. Is it good or bad? How to interpret it? Trivikramji, Jupiter in Capricorn, as I told you, until and unless Jupiter crosses the 5 degrees. And the transit of 5 degrees will happen by 20th of December. Almost. And 20th, 25th, like take December, take complete December for like ease. I'm not going technical degree by degree, right? Because the results of planet keep on happening 3-4 days before or after the real transit also. So up to the end of December, the transit is a bit challenging. Arud Lagna indicates Raja Yoga. So this is a time when you may lose your power, right? You may get bad results related to profession, social life. You may get a bad name and fame. After December, Jupiter transiting in the ascendant, you will have health benefits. You will become famous. People will recognize you. People will recognize you. And importantly, it will give you good decisions in life. So after December, whatever thoughts comes into your mind, specifically whatever ideas comes into your mind, whatever ideas comes, like, that you should implement this, you should implement that in your life, in your profession, note that, and please work over that. The blessing of Jupiter over the ascendant. Jupiter is the karaka for fortune. So the blessing of Jupiter over the ascendant tells you that all the ideas that you have in this time must be implemented, as this is the hint of that Lakshmi is standing at your door and Vishnu himself is giving you the idea. So implement it. Don't forget it. Now I will take 3 charts to illustrate these techniques, specifically the Ashtamangala technique, because that is the most handsome technique that you should use. Right? So that you can have an illustration of how do we actually analyze a chart, so that you can do it yourself. So let's take a chart of a very beautiful lady. This is the chart, right? And as you can see, so as I told you, the techniques. If you go to Dasha Antar Dasha, you see that the person is going under Jupiter Dasha and Moon Antar Dasha. And then after May, there will be Mars Antar Dasha, and there is no play of Jupiter there in Dasha Antar Dasha. So the transit is not something that you can be very much worried of. Right? The transit is not something that you can be very much worried of, or you can be very much sure of. Right? For this chart, when Jupiter came to the 12th house, the transit was very good. At that time, maybe it was the Dashantar Dasha of Jupiter. Right? So when the Dashantar Dasha of the planet is actually running, at that time, the transits, etc., are very crucial, otherwise they are not. Coming to the second technique of, there is Jupiter, Ketu, Venus, Mercury in trine to Capricorn in the D9 of the chart. So the results related to Venus, meeting of new spouse, start of a new relationship, having good time in relationships, etc., will come. Right? It is in trine to Mercury. Okay, right. We forgot a point. Venus is also the lord of the Lagna, so freedom from disease. Freedom from some disease which was lingering since long. Rise in name, fame, status, etc. will come. Point 1. Venus is also the lord of the 8th house. So along with standing fear in the mind of the person will also go. 8th house indicates fears. So along with standing fear, specifically related to Venus, that I may lose a relationship or I may be, a failure in a relationship, those problems will go. Right? Along with this, it is also a transit in trine to Mercury. And Mercury does indicate intelligence, teaching, learning, teacher, finances, etc. So there will be good results related to teaching. The person may teach something, may share his knowledge. There will be good results related to finances. There will be good results related to talking. There will be good results getting from speech. And along with this, Mercury is also the lord of the 12th house. So the person will make very good investments. Mercury is also the lord of the 9th house. So the person will be very fortunate. And also the 10th lord is situated in the sign of Mercury. So the person may start a new profession. The person may switch to a new profession in this time. And this transit is also happening in trine to Jupiter. And specifically, we forgot a point. Venus and Mercury both are in the 6th house of D1. Benefits in the 6th house are bad, as it gives enemies, but good because they give freedom from disease. So because the transit is happening in trine to the Lagna Lord and happening in trine to 2 planets which are situated in the 6th house, this is really a time when someone is going to get freedom from diseases. Specifically, this is also something in trine to Jupiter. So whatever ideas come in this period, whatever ideas come into this duration, specifically related to the professional life of the person, she should think over those ideas and must implement it, because any idea that she gets in this time is directly inspired by Vishnu, is directly a direct hint of Vishnu. Along with this, Jupiter is also the lord of the 6th house. So once again, freedom from disease. It is lord of the 3rd house. So good results to the siblings of the person. Siblings having promotion, leading a good life, having financial benefits, etc. will come. And also 3rd house indicates daring. So person may take some daring steps in life which will actually benefit her a lot. And Jupiter is also in the 4th house, so settlement of home. 4th house indicates happiness, so happiness. 4th house indicates mental peace, so mental peace, happiness, purchase of a new home, purchase of a new property, shifting, or having her own family, having a good family, etc. will come. Right? Using the technique. Now, when these results will happen? So as you see, Venus is in 22 degrees 55 minutes, the last section. And as I told you, the last section will get the weather from the first section. Just by the entry of Jupiter into the first degrees of Capricorn, she will start experiencing a new relationship. New relationship will come into his life. And because it comes from the blessing of Jupiter, this will be good also. Take this technique. Whenever a relationship starts, see whether Venus or the 7th lord is influenced by Jupiter or Saturn. If it is influenced by Jupiter, it is going to be a good relationship. And if it is influenced by Saturn, it is going to be a bad relationship. Right now, it is influenced by Jupiter. So, yeah. And don't forget a point. Jupiter went to Capricorn before for a few days, then came retrograde back. Then came retrograde back to Sagittarius. So for those people having the first few points, the result may have came earlier also. For an example, yeah, may have came earlier also. Just a second. Second, let me calculate a few things. Yes. So from April, in April, Jupiter was in Capricorn. If you haven't noticed. In April, Jupiter was in Capricorn. In May, Jupiter was in Capricorn. In June, Jupiter was in Capricorn. And in July, it came back to Sagittarius. So for this lady, right, because the Venus is in 22 degrees, the start of relationship may have already happened in April, May, June. Because at that time, Jupiter was actually in Capricorn. And then he came back, being retrograde to Sagittarius. And now it is going back to Capricorn again. Right? So this is the way you analyze the result. Got my point? Such crucial things, such small things in the result is also should be seen, right? Is it and I told you the secret technique of is it a good relationship or a bad relationship? How do you see that? Also, the result of Mercury that we analyzed, because Mercury is also in 22 degree 51 minutes, the result of Mercury will also come into the same time, right? And Jupiter is also going to give the result of Jupiter, that is in 16 degrees, right? So that will come after December. In December, January, the result of specifically from 15th December up to 15th February will be the time when she will get the freedom from the disease, right? And see, as far as I know, just this transit of Jupiter before it was happening 5-6 days before this happening gave him the blessings of Shriman Mahavishnu, and she started doing some remedy to get cured of the illness also, right? So time from 15th December to 15th January is a very crucial time, which actually indicates that she can get freedom from disease and miseries, etc. Right. So this way you have to analyze it. Most specifically, when you see the Ashtak Varga of Jupiter, you see in Capricorn there are 7 points. In Ashtak Varga, the maximum points can be 8 and it is 7. So what to say of such a transit? For the whole world, Jupiter is debilitated. For this lady, it is exalted right now. Because the points are 7. Am I being very clear? Right. Let me take one more chart of another lady. And we read it. So in this chart that you can see right here, right, Jupiter is transiting. In this chart that you see here, Jupiter is transiting into Capricorn, which is having 5 points. So the transit is good, right? More than 4 points, the transit is good. Right? We have to say good results. In Capricorn, there is Jupiter. In Navamsha, there is Jupiter and Moon in trine to Capricorn. So once again, what I told, Jupiter transiting in trine to Jupiter, the blessings of Vishnu, good ideas coming to mind. Whatever idea is coming to your mind right now, it is directly inspired by Vishnu. And please seriously think over that. Jupiter in D1 is situated over the 11th house, so lot of gains. Jupiter is the lord of the 7th house, so good marital life, good marital relations. Jupiter is the lord of the 10th house, so it is a very good, brilliant, and excellent time in profession. Now, when Jupiter is 4 degrees, so when Jupiter will come into the last section, when Jupiter will cross the 22 degree 30 minutes after March 2021, the time from March 2021 up to the end of the transit of Jupiter, the time will be very good for having brilliant ideas. The time will be very good for an excellent mental life, and the time will be very good for gains, rise in promotion, rise in career, and promotions. Along with this, Jupiter is also transiting in trine to Moon, so good results to mother will be there. Mother will enjoy good health, mother will enjoy good luck. Moon indicating mind, there will be mental peace, mental solace, mental comfort. And Moon being the lord of the 2nd house, this transit, and surprisingly, Moon is also 21 degrees. That comes into first section. So looking at Moon along with Jupiter from January 2021, this transit is brilliant and excellent for money. This lady is going to, like, if she haven't made a roof of Ambuja cement, because Ambuja cement will not crack, it is like छप्पर फाड़ के भगवान पैसे देगा, बट छप्पर बस अंबुजा सीमेंट से नहीं बनना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर छप्पर कैसे फटेगा. This time is very good, brilliant, and excellent for money. Like, I can see a whole lot of money starting from January up to the end of the Jupiter transit for this lady. Good money, rise in profession, promotion, all type of success, everything. Financially, professionally, this time is brilliant. And also because it is over the 7th house and the karma of mind, Moon. And as I have already told you, Moon indicates the personal life. See, what influences your mind the most? Your spouse. That decides your mood. So this time from January 2021 is excellent for marital life, professional life, and money. This is the way you should analyze. I will take one more chart of a guy. And will study it again. I'm just doing it to make it amply clear, because see, taking your questions this way is not the right way to read it. Whenever I am teaching anything, my point is to that you look at a 1 hour class and you actually learn something. Why waste your 1 hour by looking at a video? Like, learn something. So my approach is to make you an astrologer, to make you learn something truly, right? Not wasting your time and mine, right? So let me take one more chart. And after this chart, we will be taking the questions of people. And I know there are a lot of questions. You can see a chart once again of a Gemini ascendant, right? Jupiter is transiting in Capricorn, a sign having 3 points. So the transit is not so good. Have you noticed something? Whatever I was saying up to this extent, was in a very good, I was like very much enthusiastic about things happening. But right now, because the transit is 3, I have toned down my words. It is in a sign with 3 points, I have to tone down my words, right? So for the guy, because Jupiter is in trying to Ketu, Jupiter and Moon. Now, in the previous chart, it was transit in trying to Jupiter and Moon. They have the same ascendant. Configurations are also almost the same. So the same result is happening. So this person will also get good results related to profession, good results related to income, good results related to marital life. But those results will be good and not very good as we told in the previous thing, right? So good results related to profession, good results related to professional success, good results related to money, good results related to income, promotions, rise in social status, good marital life, happiness in life, etc. will be there. Specifically, there is an inclusion of Ketu, and Ketu gives the result of Venus being aspected by Venus in the D1 chart, who is the lord of the 12th house and the 5th house. This is a good time for person to change his professional field. This is a good time to start learning something if he wants to learn something. Being a 12th lord, this is also a good time to invest in some business kind of stuff. And it is a good time to purchase a 4-wheeler, etc. Or invest in things related to luxuries, etc. Right? The results are almost same. The things that I told in the previous chart should also be told in this chart. Because the transit is in a sign with 3 points only, I have to tone down my words and make it have it in a low tone. Now let me take questions from the YouTube chat. The question of Bharat we took. Sankar Man Maharajanji. The rules that must be learned that must be followed to learn astrology are there is no such rules, right? Just you have to be in the vicinity of a good teacher, and you have to think over what you are learning and what you are not learning, right? You have to seriously think over that. That's the only thing that needs to be done. Other than that, nothing needs to be done. These are the only rules that needs to be followed. To be very honest, right? We go to one more chart. And I'm taking questions now. Only strict questions now. So Debajyoti Chatterjee ji is asking that he is having health and job issues. Jupiter is transiting your second house with 4 points. So the time is moderate. And we should, but Jupiter is a good planet. And in the trine in Capricorn, you are having your 6th Lord Jupiter, 6th Lord Venus. That is 10 degrees. After March, you will have relief in the health issues, and health issues will disappear. Job issues, the 10th Lord Mercury is not in trine to Capricorn. Saturn, the Karaka for profession, is also not in trine to Capricorn. Jupiter is aspecting Jupiter is aspecting your natal 10th house. There are only 4 points. So in profession, the health job issues will continue to be for one more year. Right? But because Jupiter is at least aspecting, there will be some relief, but only meager relief will be there. शंकर मान महाजन जी, March 17th 1988, 5:50, oh no, sorry, it's just 1:42 p.m. Kathmandu. I have a lot of viewers from Nepal. Oh my God, good to know. Shankar Man Mahajan ji is asking that from 1 year I have pain in upper right stomach for more than 1 year. Doctors say everything fine. I am scared since pain is not going away. Oh my God. Shankar ji, it is a Mercury Dasha going on. For such serious results, I go to Dashas. And it is the 12th Lord and the 3rd Lord into the 8th house. In Navamsha, it is in Sagittarius, which comes back to your 6th house. And as I always say, Mercury is in Mrityu Bhaga. Mercury Dasha is up to 2027 July. Up to 2023 July. Up to 2023 July, the problems in the stomach will be there. Right. And because it is a problem related to Dashantar Dasha, there is no need to see transit. Right. You have to wait for 2023 July to come. Before that, there will be no relief at all. Right. Considering the transit of Jupiter, Jupiter is transiting a sign with 5 points and in trine to Capricorn. You neither have your 6th Lord, you neither have Saturn. So the transit is not going to do any effect on the problem. Specifically, Jupiter transiting to your 7th house from the ascendant. 7th house is called Pida. It does indicate that the problem will only aggravate. And as you told that you are having pain in upper right stomach, and Jupiter is transiting in 7th house, which indicates the lower part of the stomach. The upper part of the stomach comes in the 6th house, where Mercury, the Dasha Lord, is situated. If you use the Rashi Tule Navamsha principle, and we should not say that it is a Rashi Tule Navamsha principle, right? There is no name, no such a name in the classics. Right? And I don't go by the fantasy names created by people. So leaving that aside, because Mercury is in a sign which comes to the 6th house. In your D1, and Mercury is in a Mrityu Bhaga, it indicates the problem in the upper part of the stomach. The transit of Jupiter right now is happening in a 7th house, which indicates the lower part of the stomach, but the Ashtamangala is having 5 points, 5 good points. So I can only say that the lower part of the stomach will be safe. The problem will only be in the upper part of the stomach. But as I already told you, there will be relief in 2023 July only, not before that. Sumit Kumar. We took the horoscope of Sumit Kumar, right? So Kuswant Singh Kaushal. Kuswanti, you cannot ask me why this happened or why that happened, right? To justify it, it will take a long time. I will take the second question of when you will get out of it. April 4th, 1986, 14:15, New Delhi. Kuswant ji, there is a Bandhan Yoga in your horoscope. That Bandhan Yoga is because of two malefics. My students from Dasha Veda course should notice this. I taught you Bandhan Yoga, right? I taught Bandhan Yoga in 2-3 courses. Equal number of planets in equivalent houses. 5th house Saturn, 9th house Sun makes the Bandhan Yoga. Right? So the problem happened, the court case happened because of this Bandhan Yoga. Right now, you are in Jupiter Dasha. And there was Saturn Dasha from 2014 to 17. I'm pretty sure that the court case must have happened from 2014 to 2017 only. Right. And because Saturn is retrograde and the Dasha is ending at 2017 January, I think the court case happened in the last part of the 2017. Whenever any planet is retrograde, just add 6 months for the planet. Right. The transit of Jupiter is in a sign with 5 points. And I don't see any relief. Saturn is retrograde. Retrograde planets indicate past life karma. The problem happened because of a past life karma. You should do serious remedies for Saturn. Serious remedies for Saturn to come out of this. I will tell you specifically to take care of handicapped people, to strongly take care of handicapped people and those who are suffering from physical ailments and donate a huge amount. Or to be very honest, take one suffering from a physical ailment. Take someone suffering from very serious physical ailment and sponsor his complete treatment. Then you can come out of this. Serious Saturn remedies is called for. Right. Sun is in a friendly sign. So that is also in the 9th house. Sun is not that big a problem. But Saturn actually is. Dipanshu Bistuji, you also have to ask a question. You cannot send me details and suppose that I will tell you everything. For a complete horoscopic analysis, consultation options are on the website. Thank you. To say for a right, but still because you came in the live, let me answer your question. Jupiter is transiting in a sign with 7 Ashtamangala points. Brilliant transit. Let me tell you, Dipanshuji, this is a brilliant transit. You will be fortunate. Every work which was pending since long will be there. You will get very good results related to everything in life. Fortune will support you. Lakshmi is smiling over you. She is on your side. In transit to Capricorn, you have a lot of planets. Right, you have the 2nd lord and the 11th lord. There will be huge financial gains. You have the Lagna lord and the 6th lord. There will be great health benefits and progress in life, success in life. You have the 7th lord and the 12th lord. So it is a good time for relationships, marriage, etc. It is also a good time for investment. And there is also the 10th lord and the 9th lord in transit to it. It is a brilliant time for fortune. It is a brilliant time for profession. It is a brilliant time for money, investment, and everything. This transit of Jupiter is excellent for you. May 6, 2009. Sorry, May 6, 2009. Yeah. Rajesh ji is asking the longevity for this child, Ishan Tiwari. Brajesh ji, there is Sun in the 11th house, exalted. Although in Navamsha it is debilitated, but it is with Saturn. And there is Saturn retrograde, Venus exalted. Rahu is in Capricorn. I have to check for Rahu Dasha. The longevity is the longevity is good. The longevity is good. There is no problem with longevity. Moon is aspected by Jupiter and Mars. Mars is the early. Right. Sun is exalted. Saturn is retrograde. Venus is also exalted. Venus is also. So Rashi, there is no problem related to longevity. Don't worry. There is no problems at all related to longevity. Pradeep GSG is asking for his financial prospects. Pradeep Ji, Jupiter is transiting a sign with 5 Ashtamangala points. And in trying to Capricorn, you are having Jupiter, the 8th Lord and the 11th Lord, Sun, the 4th Lord, and Venus, the Lagna Lord and the 7th Lord. The financial condition will be good. You will have gains in life, although you will not be able to save those gains as the second Lord is not coming. It will be daily gains only. So, your question of saving money, the saving money will not be there, but you will have enough money to run daily chores and lead a life with sufficient amount of money. That will be there, right? Don't worry on that. Janmeja ji Tripathi have given us a very cute horoscope. Tripathi ji asked that this person is suffering from cancer. How this transit will behave? As I have the technique, any planet in Capricorn Navamsha does indicate cancer. And when you see the chart, you see Saturn and Mercury in Capricorn Navamsha, 2 planets, and 3 planets in Capricorn, Devon, Mercury, Sun, and Moon. As per the Dasha, right now the person is under Jupiter Dasha. And the person is under Jupiter Dasha, this is in Scorpio. Right, and this Jupiter is debilitated. Now comes the Dasha principle. The Jupiter is debilitated in transit, and it is transiting a sign with 5 points. Right now, this transit of Jupiter will give him some relief because Mercury is there. I am pretty sure that the person is under chemotherapy. Mercury doesn't indicate the application of modern scientific things. Right, there will be some relief. The condition will be a bit stable. Right, the condition will be a bit stable. Right, much relief is not seen as Jupiter was. Much relief is not seen. Jupiter is transiting a sign. Sorry, correcting it. Jupiter is transiting a sign with 3 points. Up to this extent, it was transiting a sign with 5 points and 7 points. Now it is coming to the sign having the 3 points. So the chemotherapy that must have been already going with the chart, the chemotherapy will be heavy. Right, the chemotherapy will be heavy, and the problem will be there. The transit of Jupiter is not going to help. Right, it can only aggravate it. And the thing is happening in Capricorn. The condition is worrisome. Right, keep the person under high care. Bharat, we take their chart, right? This is the different chart. 89. 9th September 89. Six, 39:15. You took a consultation from me. Bharatji is saying that he wants to know about job change and marriage. Bharatji, Jupiter is transiting a sign with 3 points. The transit is not very supportive. Although in Capricorn Navamsha, there is Jupiter itself, who is the 7th Lord. And Mercury, the Lagna Lord and 10th Lord, is also there. So change in job will be there. But as the Ashtavarga points are 3 only, you will have to compromise on salary and status. About marriage, you can meet a lady. You can, the result will be that you will be clear about whom you want to marry, but the matter result will not come. You can meet your spouse, but the result will not come in this transit, right? Kaushik Chatterjee, May 28, 1979, 1453. Durgapur, West Bengal. Kaushik ji, Jupiter is transiting a sign with 7 points, and this time is good for earnings. This time is very good for earnings. There will be blessings related to the significations of fourth house. The time is good for earnings and comfort. MVM Prasad ji. December 12, 1965. Sri Salem, Andhra Pradesh. MVM Prasad ji, the current transit of Jupiter in a sign having 6 points is good. There is 12th Lord in Capricorn Navamsha for the digestion related issues. This time is good, and you will get cured of the digestion related issues for this 1 year. Right? And it is specifically a very good time for earning, as the second Lord and the 11th Lord Mercury is also in trine to Capricorn in Navamsha. The digestion related issues you will come out of. The skin related issues, there will be some relief in those skin related issues, but you will not be completely cured because Mercury is retrograde. Whenever any planet is retrograde, when you get the disease of the planet, it is very difficult to come out of the disease. Right? Be very clear on that. Anu Kumari ji. फरवरी 15, 1998। अनु कुमारी जी, आपको डिटेल भी देना पड़ेगा साथ में ना। आप फरवरी 15 फरवरी 1998 बोल करके कुछ नहीं कर बता सकेंगी मेरे को, उसमें चार्ट नहीं बन पाएगा, है ना। एक बात मैं अनु कुमारी जी के चार्ट पे कह देता हूँ, क्योंकि प्रश्न हिंदी में है इसलिए हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ। बिकॉज द क्वेश्चन इज इन हिंदी, वी आर टॉकिंग इन हिंदी, राइट। सो जस्ट 5 मिनट स्टफ। अनु जी, पहली बात तो जन्म जन्म का महीना, साल, तारीख, समय, स्थान सब देने से हो सकेगा, पहली बात हो गई। दूसरी बात ये हो गई कि 15 तारीख को जो लोग पैदा होते हैं, क्योंकि 15 तारीख के आसपास सूर्य 0 डिग्री का और 29 डिग्री का होता है, उन लोगों का ईगो रिलेटेड इशू होने से समस्या जिंदगी में होती है। ऐसे आदमी को अपने ईगो को बस्ते में लपेट के गंगा नदी में बहा देना चाहिए। ईगो रिलेटेड इशू को संभाल लेंगे, जो मैं आपको जन्म तारीख से कह पा रहा हूँ, ईगो रिलेटेड इशू को संभाल लेंगी तो हो ही जाएगा काम। एक और बात कह दूं कि जो भी आदमी फरवरी में पैदा होता है या जुलाई में पैदा होता है, ठीक है जी, उसके शादीशुदा जीवन में समस्या होती ही होती है 80% ऑफ द टाइम। उसको ऐसा पति, ऐसा हस्बैंड बॉयफ्रेंड मिलता ही है जो कि बहुत ही तुलको मिजाजी, गुस्सैल, झगड़ा करने वाला, छोटी छोटी बात को दिल पे ले लेने वाला होता ही है। आपको अपने पार्टनर की ये प्रवृत्ति को समझ करके उसका उचित निराकरण एवं उपाय करना पड़ेगा। किस टेक्निक से मैं ये फल बोल रहा हूँ? ये फल मैं बोल रहा हूँ डीएनए टेक्निक से, और ये डीएनए टेक्निक मैं बहुत जल्दी पढ़ाने वाला हूँ। ये डीएनए टेक्निक से मैं ये बात बोल रहा हूँ, आप लोग इसको टेस्ट करिए और मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए कि क्या सच में ऐसा है आपके चार्ट में। मैंने तो बहुत टेस्ट किया है, क्लाइंट फीडबैक आपसे। भरत भाटिया जी का हम लोग चार्ट ले चुके हैं। भरत भाटिया जी का चार्ट ले चुके हैं। प्रणव सिंह 7 अप्रैल 1980 4:42 वाराणसी। Although you cannot ask me question related to Mahadasha by the way, but still Mars Mahadasha, Mars is in the 6th house. Malefic Upchaya is very good. Point one, right? And it is the lord of the 9th house and the 2nd house. This time is bad for father, good for finances, income and earning. But Mars is with many planets. Mars is with 3 planets, and there is a Rahu. Mars is with 2 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and there is Rahu also there. And Mars is 1 degree, Rahu is 3 degrees, Saturn is 27 degrees, and Jupiter is 6 degrees. Okay, oh my God. Saturn is in Pushkar. That's fine. Sun is in. The time is good. You will have success in life. Time is bad for father. Luck will not support you, but money will be there. Finances will be good. Right. Beware of fights, problems, and accidents. There will be success, but don't expect much because there are many planets, right? Thank you. Life quotes. December 30, 1990, 11:45 AM. Wow. Life quotes G. If you have a bad name like this, life quotes, etc., mention your right name. Mention your real name also. Life quotes G. You are having transit of Jupiter in a sign having 6 points. And in transit to Capricorn, there is Mars and Saturn, and Mars is the okay. Mars Saturn is there. Mars is the lord of the 9th house and the 2nd house, and Saturn is the lord of the 12th house and the 11th house. This time is good for money, finances, fortune, luck. Result of hard work will come. Yes, there are chances of accidents, specifically because Mars is 3 degrees and Saturn in 1 degree. After March, April, May 2021, there are very strong chances of accidents, etc. Be very, very careful. Also, because this is in the sign of Capricorn, there is also chances of having some difficult disease such as stone, tumor, etc. because of this Mars Saturn. And there are also chances of operations, etc. So be very, very careful, right? Remedy you asked for, because it is the sign of Capricorn. Try giving food to daily wage workers. Workers who work on daily wage, specifically carpenters, and those who make buildings. Try giving them money and afternoon food for 1 year. This is the best remedy, will change your life so that you don't have to continue with the name life force and come with your real name. Okay. And the last comment for the session is of Ramabhadram Velivela ji. Oh, you are born in November itself, November 22. Is today 22? Oh my God. Happy birthday, Ramabhadram ji. रिकी पूरा नाम बताना होता है, आधा नाम तो रिस्की होता है. एलूरू, आंध्र प्रदेश. Ram Badram ji, first of all, happy birthday. Uh, Jupiter is transiting in a sign having 4 points. So transit is mixed. Some good result, some bad result. Okay. Because In the trine of Capricorn, there is Saturn and Rahu. Saturn, the 10th lord and the 9th lord. Job related issues, forget it. Job related issues, forget it. Completely forget it. Right? It will be all okay. Yes, MVMG, you can request for an unrelated question also. I have taken many unrelated questions. You can also request. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So forget about job related issues. As the Saturn is 29 degrees, before the start of January, in the month of December itself, the job related issues will disappear. Right? Rahu is a problem. Rahu gives the result of Mars and Sun both. Mars is the lord of the 7th house and the 12th house, and Sun is the lord of the 5th house. And Rahu is close to Sun. So job related issues in foreign lands, job related issues will go, but the issues of being in the foreign land, issues of not having a home, not having people in your support, etc. The real issues of the foreign land will continue to be there. Jupiter transiting in trine to Rahu. I told you the combination for when your thoughts are blessed by Vishnu. Jupiter in trine to Rahu is the time when your thoughts are blessed by the demon. So don't implement any Tom, Dick, and Harry idea that comes to your mind. Strictly. The problem related, the job related issues will go. Asmi KG, जन्म तारीख मंथ और साल के साथ आपको जो है अपना जन्म समय और जन्म स्थान भी बताना पड़ेगा. न्यूमरोलॉजी नहीं करते हम लोग यहाँ पे. Dasha, Prana, and Graha. There is M.M. Prasad, there is a Prana Graha and there is Dasha Prana also. Dasha Prana is the almost the lowest portion of the Dasha. Dasha Prana is the lowest portion of the Dasha. So that is very useful. If you be very specific with your question, that will be very good. Because if you don't become very specific with the question, then the answer will become so long and the session will become extremely boring. That I don't want to happen. Right, that I don't want to happen. If you just come to the specific question, that will be very good. First of all, right? And prana grahas are the small grahas, momentary planets, which are calculated from the sunrise for every day differently. And if they are situated in bad houses of the horoscope, they trouble the longevity of the person. They trouble the longevity of the native and can give bad result in longevity. Right? You can. I will think something on such questions. I am going to make a Google document or a type of form where you people can actually ask such questions, and I will try to make YouTube videos on them or will try to answer them. Just strictly remember that if you give questions related to your chart, then I will not take that, right? I will do that. Let me answer the questions of Asmi and one more girl, because you people asked. Asmi, you are born on 27th, right? 7 plus 2 is 9. And this is 2022, a year ruled by Rahu. Rahu and Mars doesn't have a good relationship. So most probably the career and relationship related problem. In relationship, you must be having a problem related to cheating, and in career, you are having a problem related to harassment. Right? By by 2027, the problem in your profession will go. And by 2027, the problem related to your marriage will also go. Right? On Panchapranas and Upapranas MVMG, I will make some stuff. There will be, why I'm answering the question of Asmi Anu, because there will be a course on numerology as well soon. So let me give you a glimpse of how brilliantly it works when you do it in the Vedic way. We also cover this in the DNA stuff that I was just referring to. Be ready for some surprises and a big bang on in 2021. Anu, you are born on 15th. 5 plus 1 is 6, the number ruled by Venus. Right now, it is a moon related year because it is 2020. Right, so it is moon, it is like moon and Rahu related year. And because you are born in a Venus related year, it is bad for relationships. In 2022, your relationship related problems will go. Your second marriage will also happen in 2022, right? Many thanks for joining the session, right? Pancha pranas and upapranas will cover. Check my social media handles. I will soon make a document where you people can put your questions and I will answer them, right? Namaskar and thank you for joining the session. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Because surprisingly, I can be live at any given point of time. And if you haven't subscribed, you won't be able to attend that, right? For your benefit only. Thank you for joining the session. We will meet soon.